Hey, it's me. You don't have to open the door fast. I'm not going anywhere. I bought food, by the way. Not because I think food fixes heartbreak, but you texted me and said you were fine with no punctuation, so that's basically a distress signal in your language. Yeah, that's right. Your favorite. Don't sound so surprised. I know things. I know your comfort order. I know the show you put on when you're sad and don't want to admit you're sad. I know the blanket you pretend isn't your favorite even though you drag it around like it owes you money. Open up or don't. I'll sit outside the door and eat your food dramatically until you feel bad enough to let me in. There you are. Hey. Oh. Come here. No, don't do that thing when you laugh because you're embarrassed. You're allowed to look hurt, and you're allowed to be hurt. I'm not here to judge the face you make after someone fumbles you. And yes, I said fumbles. Because that's what happened. They fumbled. Now move over before the food gets cold. Okay, shoes off, jacket off, food on the table. We are entering emergency best friend protocol. You sit. I'll get plates. And no, you do not get to say you're not hungry until the food is in front of you and you've at least stared at it emotionally for 5 minutes. That is the rule. You know, you don't have to tell me everything right away. I mean that. I know people say that and then stare at you like they're waiting for episode 1 of Trauma, but I'm serious. We can sit in silence and just eat. Or watch something stupid. We could even talk about the weather like two emotionally repressed grandparents. Whatever you need. Yeah, I know. You liked them a lot. I could tell. You tried to be casual about it, but you were not so casual. You know, you were doing that thing where you suddenly cared about your outfit, but claimed it was just what was clean. You checked your phone every 3 seconds, and you smiled at messages like you were trying to hide from your own face. It was cute, but painfully obvious. But cute. And I was happy for you. I need you to know that. I really was. You know, even if it was complicated for me in ways I'm not going to dump on you right now, I wanted you to feel wanted. I wanted someone to see you clearly and choose you carefully. No, don't look at me like that. We're not there yet. Tonight is about you. And tonight is also about getting you through the part where your chest feels too tight and your brain keeps replaying every little moment, trying to figure out what you did wrong. But you did nothing wrong, because I know you. You're going back through every message, every conversation, every time it took you too long to reply, every time they seemed interested, and every time they didn't. You're trying to build a case against yourself. But don't. You have too precious of a heart to beat yourself down like this, so don't do it tonight. Here, eat a little. Just a bite. You don't have to enjoy it, you can chew angrily. I support angry chewing. There you go. See? Still alive. Heartbroken, maybe. Dramatic? Most definitely, but alive. I'm kidding. Mostly. So, what did they say exactly? Only if you feel comfortable sharing. Okay. So they said they care about you, but just not like that. Classic. Clean enough to sound kind, vague enough to still be hurt. I'm really sorry. I know that probably hit hard. Because it's one thing to be rejected by someone who never really saw you. That hurts, but at least it makes sense. It's different when they did see pieces of you, when they laughed with you, gave you enough warmth to hope, when they let that door stay cracked open just long enough for you to keep imagining walking through it, and then they closed it. That kind of rejection doesn't just say, I don't want this. It makes you wonder if you imagined everything. But I know you didn't. And I want to let you know you're not stupid for hoping. And you're not pathetic for caring. You were brave. I know it doesn't feel like that right now. But telling someone how you feel is brave. Letting someone know they matter to you is brave. Risking embarrassment because honesty mattered more than safety. That's brave. And I'm proud of you. I am. Even if you're still sitting there looking like a sad, abandoned rain cloud. Especially then. Do you want me closer, or do you want space? Closer? Okay, I'm here. There. Not too close. Just enough. You can lean if you want, or not. No pressure. I just hate seeing you like this. And no, not because you're bothering me. Don't even start with that. You are not a burden. You could knock on my door at 3 a.m. with mascara on your sleeve, half a sentence in your mouth, and no idea what you needed. I'd still let you in. You know that, right? You don't have to be easy to love when you're hurting. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to make your sadness convenient. You can just be here. Messy, quiet, embarrassed, whatever. You're still you. And you're still my favorite person. Yes, I said it. But it's true. You've been my favorite person for a long time, even when you annoy me. Which is often, like deeply often. Like, how does one human manage to be this stubborn and this endearing at the same time often? There, okay. Alright, there we go. I got a smile out of you. See? No, I saw it. Don't you hide. I'm counting that. You want to know something funny? The first time you told me about them, I kinda already knew I was in trouble. Not because I thought they were bad for you. They weren't. Not from what you told me, at least. They sounded nice. Annoyingly nice. The kind of person you want to dislike on principle because they're making someone you care about smile. But then you realize they haven't technically done anything wrong. I remember sitting there, listening to you talk about them and thinking, this is what I wanted for you. Someone making you excited, making you feel butterflies, making you believe that it could happen. And then right after that, this peaceful little selfish part of me thought, why couldn't it be me? I know. Horrible timing. I'm not trying to make this about me, I promise. I guess I don't really want to lie to you tonight. Not while you're sitting here wondering if you were too much or not enough. The truth is, from where I'm sitting, you've never been hard to want. Never. Not once. I need you to hear that from someone who knows you, and not the polished version of you, not the trying to be impressive version. I know the version of you that forgets laundry in the dryer. I know the version of you that gets quiet when overwhelmed. I know the version of you that makes jokes when conversations get too serious. And I know the version that pretends to not need reassurance, and then melts the second someone gives it gently. I know you. And I still think you are so easy to love, it's almost unfair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry harder. I'm just trying to help. Okay, maybe it wasn't that helpful. Come here. There we go. There, just breathe. You don't have to say anything. I've got you. I'm sorry they didn't choose you. And I'm sorry you had to hear words you were probably terrified of hearing. I'm sorry hope turned sharp tonight. But I'm not sorry you loved honestly. That part of you is beautiful, and even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. You asked me earlier if something was wrong with you. You didn't say it exactly like that, but I heard it. You said, maybe I got it wrong again. That's what you meant. And I need you to listen to me very carefully. There is nothing wrong with you because someone didn't return your feelings. Their no does not make you unlovable. It does not make your tenderness embarrassing. And it doesn't make your hope stupid. It just means they weren't the person who could hold what you were offering. That's all. And I know that's all still hurts like hell. But it's not proof against you. It's just pain. And pain passes. But the truth doesn't. The best part about the truth is tonight that, well, it's that you're worth choosing. Fully, openly, without hesitation. I can feel myself getting too honest. You know me. I usually hide behind jokes before I say anything too dangerous. But tonight I keep looking at you and thinking, how could anyone be handed a heart like yours and not realize what they were holding? How could they sit across from you and not want to say? How could they sit across from you and not want to stay? How could they get your laugh, your attention, your weird little rants and soft side, your loyalty, your whole beautiful impossible self, and still not want you? Sometimes I don't understand it. Maybe I'm biased. Actually, I'm extremely biased. Embarrassingly biased. Because I love you. Not the smoothest way I planned for that to come out, but, to be fair, I didn't plan on saying it tonight either. Or ever, possibly. I had a whole system, very advanced, very mature. It was called Keep My Mouth Shut Forever and Suffer Quietly, but... Wow. Okay. What a turn of events. What made you just do that? You realize that I'm the only person who's ever really shown that I care? Well, I know you literally just got your heart broken last night, so I don't want to move too fast, but I appreciate it. I am, very happy right now. Wow, my mind is blown. I'm still a little flustered. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'd love to watch this show and cuddle. Taking things slowly, that'd be great. That'd be great. Are you sure you're okay? Well, I'm glad to hear it.